Morning and welcome back to Steph's Veg. This is day 15 and today I'm going to be showing you planting some peas that I grew at home and sowing some peas and sowing some parsnips and carrots. So we'll go and have a look. This is where I'm going to be sowing my peas, and the other side I'm going to be planting my peas, which are there. I've cut out an area from the membrane so that it keeps the rest of the membrane down to hopefully suppress all the weeds, so I don't have to get in between this frame to weed. Okay, so you just start off by making a hole. Doesn't have to be too deep. And take the pea out of the case. As you can see, it's got a nice root system on there. Pop it into the hole. Put the soil back round it. And there we go. So I will carry on doing the rest of these peas and I'll show you at the end the whole row. So spacing them about 2 inches apart. So all the peas are in now along this row. Now I'm going to make holes for the pea seeds. I've got a little gadget here. They're all spaced like 1 inch apart. And all you do is push it into the ground, wiggle it about a bit, and it makes perfectly spaced holes. So I'll do this all the way along. So all the holes are done, all the way along. And now I'm just going to sow a variety of early onwards, Calvin Wonder and Hurst Green Shaft, and just pop a seed into every other hole. It's like 2 inches apart. There's the peas, so you just pop it in like that, and I'll be going along the whole row. All the peas are in now, so all I do now is just literally cover the peas over like so. Now I'm just going to use some pea and bean feed. Literally just scatter some over the bit where you've sown. Not too much, just a few. This helps feed the peas for the whole season. And this side. Then I should give it a nice watering, and that will help that dissolve into the soil. Okay, so they've had a nice good soaking. And now I'm going to put my labels in, which I've got Hurst Green Shaft, which is these ones that I took from home, and the other ones I only actually managed to sow some Calvin Wonder and her screen shaft. I didn't get enough space for the early ones, so I've just done the 2 on here. So I'll pop them into the ground, and that's that job. As you can see, I've got netting, so as the peas grow, they will cling on to the netting and won't fall over. Right, on to the next job now, which I'm going to have to move this membrane, fold this up, because this is where my carrots and parsnips are going to go, but I've also got to feed a little bit with some fish blood and bone for my beetroots, because you have to do that 2 weeks before you can sow or plant beetroot out. I've taken the membrane off. As you can see, there's hardly, well, there's no weeds, but I'm just going to give it a light raking, just so it makes the soil a bit softer. So now I'm on to doing my carrots. I don't know if you can see, but I've dug a small little trench because I use a seed tape, which comes like this. Just unravel it, and then what I do, I get the end with a stake, a metal stake, and just poke that in the end like that so it doesn't move, and then just lay the tape all the way down, because that actually has the carrots in the tape. Right, the tape's all the way along. And now all I do is just cover it up. It's only about 1 inch deep. And then just cover it up all the way along. Like so. So I'm going to crack on with the others. Those ones were called Autumn King 2. And I've got Amsterdam Forcing and early 90s. So I'm going to crack on doing exactly the same with these. Well, that's my 5 rows of carrots in. I've done 3 rows of Autumn King 2. 1 row of Amsterdam Forcing and 1 row of early 90s 5. I've marked the end of each row with a stick so I know where the rows are. So it's got the dates, names and dates on there. So all I need to do now is just give it a nice soaking, and they're all done with carrot tape. So much easier and quicker. Now I'm going to plant my parsnips. I'm going to use the same tool that I use for my peas. Last year I did sow it on the tape, but this year I haven't got any, so I'm going to have to sow them manually. So the same principle, make the holes. The ground's quite tough, but then I'm only going to sow them every sort of 8th to 10th hole. So I'll just work my way along with, and then just pop a few seeds in each, and then as they grow, prick out the weaker ones and leave the stronger ones. Meanwhile, I'm going to crack on and make the holes and then sow the seeds, which I'm doing this year tender and true, as I say, and then just put a few seeds in each hole and then water them. The seeds are quite big, so you can put 2 to 3 in each hole. All the parsnips are in now, in their rows. I've put a a label at each end of each row, and the name of them and the date. Just need to rake it over now, which is quite easy, just to rake it. And then give it a good water. I don't know if you can see that I've not planted them or sown them next to my carrots, because carrots and parsnips don't actually like each other. So I've done the carrots one end and the parsnips the other, and in the middle I'll be growing my beetroots, so they've got that bit of gap in between. Well, they're all nicely watered now. Parsnips can be a very bit erratic and slow to germinate. I have in the past, first lot of sowings haven't grown at all, and I've had to do a second lot of sowing. So be patient. If they don't grow, then you just sow some more, which I have done, as I say, in the past. I'm just going to now put some fish blood and bone down where my beetroot's going to go, and just give it a rake over. And then 2 weeks time I can plant and sow my beetroots. This is the fish blood and bone, which I'm literally just going to scatter over the soil where the beetroots are going to go. And then give that a rake. Put that down. Get the rake. And just give it a raking over, like raking. And then give it a water so that soaks into the ground. Okay, so that's all my little jobs done for today. Carrots are in, parsnips are in, and the fish blood and bone down is down for the beetroots. That's it for today. So thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. So please like and subscribe, and catch up with you again soon. Thanks for watching.